Hello and welcome. My name is Mohammed Khan, and in this video, today we will be reviewing AlgoExpert. We will be reviewing if AlgoExpert is good for the startups, if you're looking to join a startup, and if you're looking to prepare for an interview. Is it really well? Is it something that you should buy, and is it something that you should spend some amount of money to buy all types of AlgoExpert products like Frontend Expert, the System Expert, this MLexpert, there is AlgoExpert, of course, and there's blockchain expert. Okay, I'm not gonna be covering about blockchain expert because I don't think there's anyone left in blockchain thing. But anyways, I am not gonna cover that. Really sorry, all Web3 developers, but I'm not gonna cover about that. But still, I am gonna be reviewing most of the part of it. And if AlgoExpert is watching this video, I am not doing anything wrong. I really like AlgoExpert, but I'm gonna be as genuine as possible because I've been using it since forever and for 2 years, I guess. So I'm gonna be as genuine as possible, and I'll tell you if it really helped me to land jobs. And yeah, so we'll be very genuine. And just so you guys know, AlgoExpert did not pay or sponsor this video to make a review on them. So I'm gonna be very honest. So yeah, we'll essentially start off by like visiting algoexpert.com. So let me go over here. What we will do is that we will essentially open up incognito, and I'm going to go to algoexpert.io because I have a logged in version, which is something that I'm not allowed to show. Anyways, so with that being said, what we'll be doing is that we will be going through first things first, we'll be going through coding interview questions. And I'm gonna tell you honestly, and I'll also show you what are the good things about the platform and what are the bad things about the platform. Okay, so good thing about the platform is that it has like all cherry-picked questions of coding interviews. All the coding interviews, like if you are going through algorithmic interview, which you will if you're joining any kind of product-based company or a company that pays well. So if you see, it has like 3 questions. So if you see, the best part about it is that there is proper video explanation. Now I know that a lot of people prefer LeetCode, but to be honest, a lot of questions on LeetCode there and are irrelevant. But I mean, there are questions that are on LeetCode are also on AlgoExpert. But the thing is that you don't need to solve 1,000 questions to get a job. You just need 195 questions, as it says. So it will essentially cover all of the categories like arrays, binary search trees, binary trees, dynamic programming, which is a very important part, famous algorithms, graphs, greedy algorithm, heaps, recursion, linked list, searching, sorting, stacks, strings, tries. So all in all, it will cover everything. And let me tell you one thing is that I've given a lot of interviews, and most of the questions that will be asked will be based on these stuff or these questions. And I have actually seen that exact same questions have been in the interview that I have given. So with that being said, let's move forward and let's look at the different other product, which is Systems Expert. Okay, for this, if you are giving an interview for a backend developer or a full stack developer, a lot of people will just go ahead and ask you to build a system. So you need to know terms like it just gives you everything away. You need to know terms like what is load balancers, what is sharding, what is latency, what is throughput, what is caching, proxies, load balancers, hashing, relation types of databases, peer-to-peer networks, polling, streaming, and everything. Pub subs pattern and everything. So all of these things are important in a startup. So you need to know all of them. So my advice over here, if you are joining a startup or if you are someone who are actually working in a startup now, you should get this course in order to understand about everything about System Expert. And after taking this course, my understanding of systems, my understanding of whenever new feature comes in, I make sure that feature is scalable up to millions of users. And this product has been very, very, very helpful. So I'm gonna give this product a 5 on 5. It's really great, but only depends upon what kind of a developer you are in a company. and what kind of developer are you interviewing for. So if you're interviewing for a backend developer, then this is good. But if you're a front-end developer or something like that, does not really matter. Yeah, so it's still, but it's not that much of a huge deal. But coming back to AlgoExpert also has a data structures crash course. It's not that much of helpful, but yeah, it just gives you like, brief introduction, like, how everything is, what are logarithms, what are stacks, what are queues, what are like complexity analysis, what is memory, what are linked lists, and everything. So this will just get you started. Know for a fact that you need to have knowledge about programming before you take this course. It's not like you have no knowledge, you have zero knowledge, you just jump in, you pay AlgoExpert certain amount of, I don't know what is the exact price right now, but you pay like $44 or whatever, and then you get a job at FANG or any remote company or like that pays a lot of money. That is just not how it works. So that's AlgoExpert. And then the best part about AlgoExpert is that it also gives you interview tips, and that my friend is very, very important. So it will go through like problem solving ability, how to communicate in an interview, there will be a culture fit round in a lot of companies. So what is the thing that the companies are looking for? So this is like a perfect interview kit if you're giving an interview at any startup that you want to get into. So this is like, I'm gonna tell a 4 out of 5 for this product. The reason being, the explanation of questions, it's not, they do not assume that you are basic, you have basic understanding. So the explanation is only in Python, and the explanation is not in other languages, but the questions, you can solve questions in Swift, Python, and Kotlin, Java, Go, C++, C#, but the explanation is only in Python, and they will just write the code and assume that you already have knowledge of Python. So it's not great in that part, but sometimes the explanation goes like a bit into what do you call it, it's like quite it's not very nuanced. It's like, this is how it is, and then you essentially have to understand that is how it is. And yeah, so that's a bad part about it. And also, one thing missing on AlgoExpert's platform when compared to LeetCode is that it does not really help you solve the problem within a certain time complexity. I'm not sure if you guys know what is time complexity. So think about it in this way. There's a question that you need to solve. When you run that code, it needs to be solved within like 1 second. But even if you write some kind of code which essentially needs to be solved in 1 second, but it solves in 8 seconds, that means it's failed. It's the code that you have written is wrong. So that is something that AlgoExpert does not provide. But whereas LeetCode tells you that it has exceeded the time, there's like bad time complexity. So yeah, so it will just help you solve a problem, but it will not help you like optimize the code. So that's something that's missing as of now in AlgoExpert. But all in all, I'm telling you about the 195 coding interview questions. All of them are very powerful. If you complete all of them, I'm gonna be very honest, you will be easily able to get into pass any kind of interview that you want to pass. 195 are a lot of questions. You don't need to solve 1,000, 1,800, 1,500 questions on LeetCode. That's just straight up dumb, and you don't need to do that. Anyways, let's move forward. If you can see, that's AlgoExpert. Like I said, I'm gonna give a 4 out of 5 for this, for getting into startups. And but for questions, I'm gonna give 5 out of 5. For explanation and everything, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5 actually. And for the platform itself, 4 out of 5. 1 star is removed because you know why, because of the LeetCode thing. Anyways, so that's AlgoExpert. And then for system expert, system design questions, all of the questions are like very, very explained, like very new in a nuanced way. All of the questions are like really, really great, and they are like explained very, very well. So it's like very good. If you're giving a system design interview, you will easily pass it out if you complete this whole course. Like, even if you don't have any knowledge about systems, this is a course that you need to take. So and it will also help you in your own job. So that's for system expert. And coming to front-end expert, for front-end expert, the problem is it depends upon the language that you're interviewing for. Like if you're giving for an interview for Angular, and if you're giving an interview for Next.js, then this might not be helpful, because it does it does consider, like, it does have those questions for JavaScript and everything, but it only focuses upon like React.js questions. But let me tell you something, to be honest, it is a the JavaScript crash course is like really, really great. It tells you about debugging strategies, gives you introduction about TypeScript. It tells you how to write clean code in JavaScript. Like if you are already working as a front-end developer, I believe it will just help you out a lot. If you just go through these concepts like event loop, what are web workers, what are browser storage, of course you would know that, what's currying, and you can actually implement that in your own code base. All right. And coming to HTML crash course, and this is something that I think any front-end developer would know, so I don't know why this was added, to be honest. And for CSS crash course, except the animations part and response, to be honest, this was not really needed. I don't think a lot of people watch CSS crash course. But coming to web dev fundamentals, and let's look at web dev fundamentals. I think this is something that I think it's good to add, but then I think the main important part was JavaScript first. And this is really great, and this really helped me as well. I have the access. I'm not gonna show because I am scared about the copyrights and everything. So coming to front-end interview questions, so there are only 50 of them, and I'm gonna be very honest, there are only a few of them which are really hard. And like for React, if you are interviewing for a React interview, if you're interviewing for the position of React developer, then I think this is the correct tool that you need to use to get into, essentially ace the interview. So it will go through like important concepts like memoization and debouncing and everything, which I think is available on any YouTube video. But this just gives you a whole package of all the stuff. You don't have to lurk around the internet to just find out like different types of front-end interview questions. It's straight up dumb, in my opinion, but it's really great. I mean, I'm gonna rate this like 4 out of 5 if you ask me, because of the fact that the questions the questions are like these are good questions, to be honest, but then a lot of questions are already available on internet, so for that there is a minus mark. But yeah, for React.js it's 5 on 5. You should take this. You should definitely take this. And yeah, so I think that's Frontend Expert. And coming to the important part, which is MLexpert. Okay, so let me tell you something. If you do not have any ML knowledge or anything, don't buy this, because you need to have great understanding about ML already, and only then I think you should opt out to buy this course. It's not like something you buy this and then you and then you essentially get the course. I mean, just learn about ML and just be job ready. That's not how it works. You already need to have a portfolio of like ML projects, like let it be data science related to some models or whatever. And I'm gonna be honest, the crash course is it does not explain a lot of stuff. It just tells that this is a mathematic formula that you need to remember. It does not even tell you that this is important to remember, this is not important to remember. So all of that information is not over here. So with that being said, like I said, guys, it depends upon individual to individual. That this is just my opinion, but all in all, I think it's a good platform for ML as well. But then I would rate it like 3 out of 10 for MLexpert. But for crash course, of course. But for ML coding questions and ML, large scale ML, it's good. It's great. I would give a 4.5 to 5. Because it picks up like really, really great ML coding questions, which are not easily available on the internet. So it's like properly cherry picked, and it's like curated content for you guys. So it's really important to know for a fact that, you know, like all this stuff is available on the internet. Of course, that's very obvious, but then still, it's not properly packaged. It's not everything is just not already there. So for that, I would suggest that you can buy this course if you already have knowledge on ML. I think this is a great platform if you already you know, have knowledge on MLexpert and, you know, this ML design questions and everything. So yeah, I think yeah, this is something that's enough. Like, you know, like this is very great. And then there's like bonus behavioral interview preparation. This will help you, you know, like, you know, if you few of the startups, you know, a few of the startups actually you know, like ask these kind of questions like sudden onboarding, like this behavioral interview question, like what are behavioral interviews, there are general types, what are low performance team conflicts, and yeah, it's like it just gives you everything to survive in a company. It gives everything to, yeah, just upskill yourself. And it's, to be honest, AlgoExpert, I wouldn't suggest you to get into Scalar, which I think is like $1,400 or like $2,000 or $3,000. I don't exactly remember. Instead of that, take a YouTube course, learn how to code. With that, also buy AlgoExpert and Programming Expert to, yeah, to just essentially you know, just learn about like help yourself pass the interviews. So that's how it will work. And yeah, I think that's it. Like guys, that's it. So much. I mean, that's something that is about AlgoExpert. But on blockchain expert, I cannot. I'm actually not a Web3 developer, so I am not in the position of telling how this is as a product. But all in all, blockchain, from what I've heard, blockchain is. I mean, to be honest, you know, because of recession and everything in 2023, a lot of people are moving away from Web3. So, but still, you know, it's still a good thing that you can see. But then, to be honest, it's highly recommended to buy this product. So, again, the question boils down to, you know, should you buy this if you are trying to get into a startup and not into FANG, or if your aim is for both of them? So my answer is yes, you should definitely get this if you're getting into startup. All the questions are asked from here. I'm gonna be very honest. I have given a lot of interviews. My students have given a lot of interviews. So I'm gonna be very honest. You should take this tool if you want to. It's not better than LeetCode, of course. LeetCode has a lot of questions, but still, if you quickly wanna pass the interview, this is the platform that you need to choose. It has curated content. All the questions that are given will be asked in the interview, and they are properly explained up to some extent. If you already have some programming knowledge, then this is good. So with that being said, guys, like I said, you know, like it's really up to you if you really want to buy it or not. But like I said, you know, it's a great platform, and I think I would rate it like 9 out of 10. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, please, you know, like, comment, and if you want to know more about, like, if you want me to do more reviews, then, you know, you should subscribe to my channel. And if you want to learn about React.js, anything, you can check out my channel. I give all of the tutorials on everything. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. See you all guys in the next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.